Hello boys and girls, welcome to this presentation. In this presentation we're going to talk about 1.2, averages and range. Question 1. Two players scored these points in a table tennis tournament. We have Sarah and Jameel. Now, in your book you won't find this table. I made this table to help us answer this question. So I put S for Sarah and J for Jameel. Now, we're going to answer the question one thing by another. So we're going to take steps to answer this question. The question is asking us for the mode, the median, the mean, and the range. He gave us datas for Sarah and Jameel, and he wants the mode, the median, the mean, and the range. Now, let's work on them one step after another. First, we have to understand each one of them. Let's start with the mode. What's the meaning of the mode? The mode means the most frequent data. The most frequent data. So, the most frequent data, it means the data that is repeated more than the others. For example, when we look at Sarah's data, we can find that 10 is repeated 2 times, but the other data is only once. So 10 here, we have 2 times. So the answer for the mode for Sarah is 10, because mode is the most frequent data. So if you have a data like that, or you have a frequency diagram, you can find out by finding the most frequent data. So the answer for the mode for Sarah is 10. Good job. Now for Jameel here, when we look at Jameel's data, each part of the data is not repeated again. It's only done for one time. So for Jameel, there is no mode. So we write no mode. And some questions will ask you for the modal class. They will write it like this, modal class. It's the same as the mode. So it's the most frequent data or the most frequent class. It's the same idea. Now, let's move on. Let's find the next thing. In B, he wants you to find what? He wants you to find the median. The median. The median means what? The median, when you find it, you have to put the data in order. The median means the data in the middle, because we have mid here, so the data in the middle. Good. So the first step you do, you put the data in order, and then you find the data in the middle. For example, let's take Sarah's data first. Let's put it in order from the small one, from the smallest to the biggest data. So the smaller is what one? Which one? Very good. The smallest one is 9. And then we have 10. And then we have another 10. And then we have 11. And then we have 12. Very good. Now, which one is in the middle? Very good. It's this 10. So the median in Sarah's data is 10. This is the median in Sarah's data. Now, if you have an odd number data, for example, these are 5 parts of data, so it's an odd number. It's easy to find the one in the middle. But if you have even numbers, like Jameel, he has 6 parts of data, or 6 points here, I will show you how to find out the median in this situation. First, let's write the answer for Sarah. So we said that the median is the number in the middle, or the data in the middle. Sarah has 10 in the middle. Let's remove these and write the answer. So we write 10. Very good. Now let's work on Jameel's data. First, we write it in order, as I said. The smallest one is what? Very good, it's 0. Now, let's write Jameel's data in order. The smallest one is 0. And then we have 2. And then 6. Then 8. Then 10. And the last one is 12. Good. Now, when you take a look at Jameel's data, you'll find it's an even number. Jameel has 6 parts of data. So we can't say that this is in the middle or this is in the middle. Now, as we said, we have 2 numbers in the middle. We have the 6 and the 8. Very good. Now, we need to find what's between the 6 and the 8. How do we do this? We add the 6 and the 8 together, and then we divide them on 2. So we say it's 6 plus 8 equals what? Very good, 14. And then we divide the 14 on 2. It equals, good job, it equals 7. So the answer for the median for Jameel is 7 because it's in the middle between the 6 and the 8. Very good. And this is how you find the median in an even number data. So you find the 2 numbers in the middle, you add them together, and then you divide them on 2. And this is the median between them. Now let's remove all of this and write 7 in the answer for Jameel. So the answer here is 7. Good. And like that, we found the mode and the median. Now let's work on the mean. Now, what is the meaning of the mean? The mean is very easy. You just add the data together and divide it on the number of the data. For example, here, with Sarah, we have 5 parts of data. We add them all together, and then we divide them on 5. This is how you find the mean of the data. You add all the data together and add it all together and divide it on the number of the data. Now let's add Sarah's data together first here. We have 12 plus 11 plus 10, 9 and 10 equals what? Let's do it together. So we add this together here. Twelve plus 11 equals, very good, 23. Plus 10, 33. Plus 9, very good, 42. Plus 10, it's 52, right? Let's check in an easier way. 10 plus 10 is 20. And then we have 11 and 9 is another 20. So all of these are 40, right? These 4 are 40. Good. So we have 20 and 20. These are 40. And then 40 plus 12 equals 40 plus 12 equals, very good. First, let me fix this. I think I made it smaller. That's okay. So 40 plus 12 equals, very good, 52. So all of Sarah's data equals 52. Let's write it here, equals 52. Good. Now, after adding Sarah's data together, we're going to divide it on 5 because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to be 52 divide 5. Good. So the answer will be 52 divide 5. Divide here. 5 equals what? You can use the calculator to find out the answer. Let's go and check with the calculator. 52 divide 5 equals, very good, 10.4. Let's go back. So the answer here is 10.4. Good. And this is the mean for SARS data. We go ahead and write it here. 10.4. First, let's remove these. So what did we do? We added the data together and then divided on the number, which is 5. So it's 10.4. Good job. Now, let's work on Jameel's data. As we did with Sarah, we add the data and then divide it on its count or its number. Now, Jameel's data are 6, so we add them all together and divide them on 6. Very good. Like this. Now, let's add the data together. First, we have 2 plus 12 plus 6 plus 0 plus 8 plus 10. Now, let's add them up all together. 2 and 8 are 10. Good. And we have another 10, so they are, good job, 20. 20 plus 12, 32. 32 plus 6 equals 38. And a 0, it's still 38. So they will be 38 divide 6. We can use the calculator to answer this question. So we add the data up together and then divide them on their number. So 38 divide 6 equals 38 divide 6 equals 6.3. Let's go back. So the answer is 6.3. Very good. Now, let's remove all of these and write the answer for the mean for Jameel. So the mean, we add the data all up together and then divide it on its number or its count. And Jameel's data are 6, so we add them all together and divide them on 6. So the answer was 6.3. Good job. Now, we answered the mode, the median, and the mean. Now, the last thing is the range, which is very easy. The range is you find the highest data and subtract it from the lowest data. You subtract the highest and the lowest data from each other. For example, for Sarah here, what's the highest part of data here? Very good. It's 12. And the lowest one is what? Good job. It's 9. So you say what? You say it's 12 minus 9. 12 minus 9 equals what? Very good. It's 3. So the range for Sarah is what? It's 3. So we write it here. Good job. Same idea for Jameel. You find the highest data and the lowest one, and you subtract them from each other. Now, what is the highest data in Jameel's data? Very good, it's 12. And the lowest one is what? Good job, it's 0. And then you say 12 minus 0 equals what? Good job, it's 12. So the range for Jameel is 12. Good job. So you write it here, 12. So, in this question, we found the mode, which is the most frequent number. If there's no mode, you can write no mode. If there's no frequent numbers, if they are the same, you can write no mode. And then we found the median, which is what? Which is you taking the data, put them in order, and find the number in the middle. For odd number data, you can find the one in the middle. For even number data, or for even count, you can find the two data in the middle, add them up together, and divide them on 2. And then we found the mean, in which you add all the data together and divide them on their count. For example, for Sarah's data, there were 5. We add them all up together and divide them on 5. And we got 10.4. And for Jameel's data, we add them all up together and divide them on 6. We got 6.3. And the last one was the range. The range, you take the biggest data and the lowest data, you subtract them from each other, and you get the range. So with Sarah, we said that 12 minus 9 equals 3, which is the range. And for Jameel, it was 12 minus 0, which is 12. And this is how you answer a question like that. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.